Welcome, my lads. Probably these days I'm gonna go do a haircut. Uh, yeah, I just wonder how is John Jones' favorite over Ciryl Gane. That is something I will never understand. Why is John Jones a favorite over Ciryl Gane? I'm really surprised by that when I've seen the odds. Like, wait, is this for real? Is this really happening? And also, I got to read the article on Paddy Pimblett that is going to head for the ankle surgery in March, suffered injury at UFC 282. Paddy Pimblett gonna go under the knife. The highly touted prospect from England revealed in a video on his YouTube channel, if you've seen his YouTube channel, that he's set to undergo ankle surgery in March to repair damage done from his most recent fight against Jared Gordon at UFC 282 this past December. Pimblett stated in the video that his ankle injury likely occurred early in the fight following a leg kick that landed on Gordon's shin. It looks like you have a small amount of cartilage lost in this bit, Pimblett's doctor told him while looking on an X-ray of his ankle. That's exactly where you're sore. The other thing you got is all this white stuff around here that's all fluid. So that's what the swelling is. When we look at the ligaments that join your fibula, so you probably got what we call a grade 2 injury to that. Typically, grade 2 injury to the ankle, which includes partial tearing of the ligaments, doesn't require surgery, but rather rest and rehabilitation. Obviously, Pimblett's doctor disagreed as the UFC lightweight continues to deal with swelling and soreness more than a month removed from his most recent fight. That timeline will nix any hope that Pimblett could return as early as UFC 286, which is currently scheduled to take place in London on March 18th. Pimblett hasn't made any other public statement regarding the surgery or how long it will take him to recover before booking his next fight. The 28-year-old lightweight currently sports 4-0 record in the UFC, but questionable record because he lost to Jared Gordon. And it includes his controversial win over Gordon, with many believing Pimblett should have left the cage with a loss on his record rather than a unanimous decision victory. But here's the problem. The other guy, he's not profitable. The other guy is not profitable, and that is going to be a messy problem. And that's why Dana White probably gave Paddy Pimblett the chance. That's why judges probably gave him the chance. That's why probably judges gave him the shot. And that's one and only way to explain how Pimblett won that fight, because I really doubt he won the fight. All right, he was injured. I mean, injuries happen from time to time. It's not a big deal. It's not a rocket science. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Injury will happen, and we will continue fighting. We will continue growing. But scandals are pretty much the part of the game. And I got to pinpoint. Do you think UFC will feed Pimblett to Topuria? No, Dana White will never let that happen, because we all know that Topuria would smack his butt. We all know Topuria would whoop his ass, and that's simply not going to happen. It would have been a one-sided ass whooping where Ilya Topuria would be swinging the hammer, I assume. So I don't think that is going to happen ever. Hello, Mountain Bats. How are you doing, man? Yes, it would boost Topuria popularity, though. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, it would boost Topuria's popularity. I definitely agree about that. Hey, Mountain Bats, how you been? Yeah, I did UFC. UFC should give my boy Blades the title shot. They're cowards. I'm good. Yeah, they should give him the title shot. You're right. Especially with now Johnny Boy returning at UFC heavyweight, they should definitely give him a shot. Absolutely. Invicta, I think, airing tomorrow, but this UFC is gonna be something special. Yeah, this UFC definitely gonna be something special. And we're gonna see how John Jones looks at heavyweight. I'm really curious to see that. If Stipe jumps him in line, that is a disgrace. Well, we will see. We will see how is that going to happen. I hope we will not see that kind of a disgrace, especially considering that John Jones inked 8-fight contract with the UFC, I believe. I believe he inked 8-fight contract or 6. I think 8. He plans to compete yet. He still plans to compete though. But I'm pretty much confident that we are going to see more of that guy. Definitely, I'm confident. I would love to see Gane versus Jones. That is the fight I'm looking forward. But I believe Gane would win. I don't understand why John Jones is such a favorite. I mean, to me, it's a pick and fight because we don't know much about Jones in heavyweight. I actually know nothing about Jones in heavyweight. We know that he used to be a light heavyweight GOAT. Jones versus Pavlovich would be an amazing fight if Gane wins. And I think Gane will win. Gane will win for sure. I mean, Jones has to drag the fight to the ground, and Gane is stronger, let's be honest. Gane is way, way stronger than Jones. But on the other side, Jones used to be a college wrestler. I mean, you never know. Maybe he is really strong enough to fight at heavyweight now. I told you, I don't know much about John Jones at heavyweight. I also have a dilemma. When a fighter changes weight class, it's always risky, you know. When you're changing a weight class, it's always risky. And in my case, for example, every single time when a fighter was changing weight class, in 80% of cases, I pick against the guy who changes weight class. His legs will be too skinny, I think, of course. Gane is not the greatest leg kicker in the world. I mean, let's be honest. I haven't seen Gane throwing bombs to the legs. He can do it, but he doesn't do it. I don't know why, but I've never seen Gane throwing like big bombs to the legs. I mean, Gane is very powerful, very technical, very brutal, but I've never seen him like, chopping people down, and he could do it, but he doesn't do it. I don't know why, considering that he is a Muay Thai boy. As a Muay Thai boy, he should be doing that more often, but he's not doing it. And if somebody asks me why, my answer is I got no fucking idea. He's having some, let's say, strange fighting style. I mean, he fights like a Muay Thai guy with a solid BJJ knowledge. And he's actually very defensive for a Muay Thai guy. I assume Ferdinand Lopez taught him like that. If John fights Tai Tuivasa, I think odds on Tai will be good. And Tai could cut down his legs. Tai is a different story. He's a kickboxer. And Tai is very, very powerful, you know. But do you think they're going to let Tai Tuivasa fight John Jones if John Jones loses to Gane, which is pretty much likely to happen? Do you think they're going to let him? Because I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea whether they would let that fight happen, whether they would let it come to fruition. If Jones fights 3 times at heavyweight, I think Tai could get one of those. Man, I would love to see that fight, honestly. I would really love to see John Jones against some heavy bomber. And Tai is probably the greatest bomber in the division. There aren't many names at heavyweight to match up with a name like Jones. Yeah, considering the fact that Ngannou left the promotion, maybe you are 100% right. Yeah, considering the fact that Ngannou left the promotion, I really wonder where will Ngannou continue his run. I still don't have an idea where would Ngannou continue his run, but I have few ideas in my mind. For example, boxing, to earn tons of money, Gane, Tai, Pavlovich, Lewis, Blades, Stipe. I would love to see Blades versus Jones, but not because I'm Blades hater, but because it would be a wrestler versus wrestler. Because I would really love to see Blades fighting a guy with very, very, very good wrestling, because that would be super hard for betting. That fight would be extremely hard for betting. Because Blades is a top-notch wrestler and Jones is a top-notch wrestler, and I assume Blades is stronger. But imagine that fight for betting. Blades gets his arm around those chicken legs. I think he drags him down with this. Yeah, but can he hold him down? That's a question. The line originally had Gane. Really? So now Gane is favorite. I must check this. Hold on. No, John Jones got favored by people betting on him. Gane opened plus 170 for a brief few minutes. Really? Plus 100 here for Gane. Here is plus 100. I don't know which bookie are you using. Maybe you are using different bookie. Okay, maybe I'm making a mistake. Yes, it is. I saw it. Minus 130 Gane, plus 110 Yon. Whoa. I didn't know that. Guess it's different times. If you check best fight odds, Gane opened plus 170. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm right now at the website of best fight odds, but I really didn't know that he opened like that. I'm gonna check it out. Oh yeah, plus 170 for Gane. Whoa. What the heck? What the heck? Can be a pick him in the best case, like plus 170. Here is plus 100. At my bookie, John Jones is favorite at my bookie. Still, maybe that's gonna change. I don't know, but I'm just saying, what the heck? Yeah, I'm just saying, what the heck? What the heck? What that line confirmed for me was that some bookies know John Jones is overrated and everyone's just delusional about it. Of course, man. I saw it at best fight odds. Plus 170 was the starting point for Gane. What the heck? What the heck? Is this for real? Casual bettors will take Jones, but huge money will come in on Gane. I think closing line it's Gane minus 150. You think so? Can I ask why you think Gane is going to be a favorite? Because if we talk about normal people who normally follow MMA, majority of them will pick Gane. But yeah, you are right. Casuals are mostly gonna pick Jones. But why you think Gane is gonna be such a heavy favorite? John Jones couldn't take down Thiago Santos and couldn't finish Anthony Smith on the ground. No, he couldn't. The James Krause of the world will be putting millions on Gane. Oh, I guess. I know what you mean. And he lost to Hayes, if anyone knows anything about scoring. Yes, he lost that fight. Reyes won 3 rounds. Yes, I agree that he lost that fight. Reyes won 3 rounds. But he definitely lost that fight. That is true. If they keep line at minus 110 range, I think crazy big money hammers Gane. So yeah, I'm very confident Gane wins. Me too. I'm also picking Gane. I think Gane should be a favorite. But when it was plus 170, I've seen now, I was like, what the heck? What the heck? I was really like, what the heck? Is this some kind of a sick joke? Bet the house at plus 170. Why I didn't see that plus 170? I would bet. If it was plus 170, I would bet, really. It's insane odd. It's crazy odd, insane odd. First of all, that's sick odd. I mean, if you place a pick'em, fine. If you put a pick'em, fine. Oh, hello, Rio. If you put a pick'em, fine. But pick'em is perfectly fine. But plus 170. I think Glover is going to win. I played no distance. I bet no distance on that fight. But if I must pick something, I would go Glover submission. Plus 170 was available for about 10 minutes, it seems. Plus 170. What the heck? What kind of a high bookie could have done it? Maybe bookies were like, maybe they were really, really high. I assume bookies were pretty much high. Glover may maul him, I don't know though. Hill is hard to hold down. Yes, very hard. Yes, Hill is very hard to hold down. That's why I parlayed no distance for that fight. I played no distance for a reason. Either Hill KO TKO or a Glover submission. I mean, both are pretty much looking 50-50 to me. Santos threw that fight versus Hill. He had him. Yes. And now guess what? Very bad decisions. I think I'll take Hill over Glover. That Hiri fight was brutal. Such a hard fight to follow up. That's the best fight of 2022 for me. Santos isn't a good offensive wrestler. I've never seen Santos wrestling too much. Vlad, I'll never forget you said years ago Hiri would be champ. What a prediction. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yes, I said years ago that Jirka would be a champ, and people were laughing their asses off. People were like, oh, what are you talking about? What Jirka? Next bold prediction. Which division? Which division are you interested in? I have some bold prediction you are not going to like. Muhammad Mokaev will be champ. And I know people are gonna hate me because of that, because I'm not a fan of Mokaev, but unfortunately that guy will be the champ. Umar will be the champ too. Hill doesn't have that great cardio as Yeri. I don't think he can stop that many early takedowns. Jirka is able to scramble up, and I don't think Hill is that good to scramble. Blades will be champ by end of 2023 or early 2024. I am surprisingly confident. Blades has good chances to become the champ now when Aspinall is hurt. Aspinall was his main rival, and now Aspinall is hurt. Hill has determination power and he's very resilient. You know who else is going to be the champion? Now you are going to laugh again. Tayla Santos. She is going to be the champ. What is next bold prediction? And now you're gonna laugh again. Yair Rodriguez is gonna be champ. Valentina's reign will end soon. Now people are going to say Vlad is high. Yair Rodriguez is gonna be the champ. Then who else? Can't agree on Yair. For 185. For 185 it's hard. That's hard. I'm unsure who's gonna be the champ. Mountain bets, can't agree on Yair. Okay, fair enough. 185, I don't know, man. That division is so hard to crack. Think Suarez will be the 125 champ. I agree with Guru. Suarez, okay, it's possible, but I think Taylor will be. 185, oof. That division is so hard, man. I hate to say this, but if Chimaev fights at 185, he will have good chances. And I hate to say this, but I believe he has good chances to become the champ. I don't like that guy, but I don't think Pereira will be a long-range champ. Pereira is the best striker in the world, but his grappling needs to improve significantly. Pereira can beat certain styles at 205. Yes, he can. Absolutely. Pereira can absolutely defeat some of the greatest styles. He matches up well versus Hill, of course. Hello, Niall. My fan of the year is here. You are right. You are defo right. He matches up well. Of course. But Pereira could fight at 205, but he can't fight anybody, Pereira Khamzat would be a suicidal mission for him. Unfortunately, I think Khamzat has good chances to become champ at 185, despite I don't like the guy. How would you see Pereira and Kalaev? I'd see it as 50-50. I think Pereira has chances against Ankalaev. Ankalaev would try to stand and bang in the first round. So I think Alex has chances. Do you think AJ McKee would be a serious contender in UFC? Yes. Ankalaev takes it, probably yes, after a very long war, but he would probably try to stand and bang. I mean, Ankalaev will not instantly drag the fight to the ground. He's just not that type of a guy. Ankalaev likes to play tactical games, because that's Magomed Ankalaev. He is not one-dimensional, and that's one of the reasons why I'm actually a fan of his. I don't like many Dagestani fighters, but I do like Ankalaev. I really do like Ankalaev. I'm actually a fan of his, pretty much big fan of his. Yeah, I like Ankalaev though, just to know. I pretty much like Ankalaev. If Patchy Mix wins the Bellator tournament, I hope he can find his way to the UFC. That guy would be a serious threat. Yeah, so unorthodox. So strange, so unorthodox. That guy is pretty much unorthodox. He's got some of the weirdest styles ever seen. He's my favorite BV on planet, maybe. He could be a serious threat, but I don't know whether UFC is gonna give him a shot. But can he be a serious threat? Absolutely, absolutely. Never count that guy out. But when I've seen that plus 170, I was like, what the heck? What the heck? It was maybe available for only 10 minutes, but I would bet on that fight. If that was plus 170, I would instantly bet. Because I believe Gane has good chances to win. Very good chances to win. Hey, what are you watching? Just watch your fucking kid grappling. That's Sean Strickland. Hey, what are you watching? Just watch your fucking kid grappling. What are you watching at me? He's using that F word a lot. But he's so fun, man. That guy is pretty much fun. He's so much fun to watch. Is it public who Jones is training with outside Cejudo? I got no idea. Cheat or Sandhagen? I think Sandhagen. I think Sandhagen's got it. I'm actually a big fan of Chito, but I think Sandhagen's style is too critical for him. I think he doesn't like Sandhagen's fighting style. That is going to be a big problem for him. So, unfortunately, I think Chito is gonna lose that fight. Despite I believe it will advance into championship rounds. But unfortunately, I don't see Chito winning that match. And I'm telling that as a big fan of Chito. Feel like Chito is good at breaking down fighters like that. He does take a lot of damage in the process, though. I'm actually a big fan of Chito, but I don't think Chito is gonna win that fight. Sandhagen's got very much different, unorthodox fighting style, and that is going to be a massive problem to the majority of fighters. Figgy or Moreno? Unfortunately, I'm taking Figgy. This is their fourth fight. They are fighting in Brazil. Moreno's head is messy because he changed his coach. Unfortunately, I'm taking Figgy. But I think fight starts round 4 is a good pick for over 2.5, but unfortunately taking Figgy. He might knock him out this time. I don't know, man. Imagine yourself in the middle of the coaching scandal. Imagine yourself having to move, to change the gym, etc., etc. I mean, how would you feel? I would be devastated, It would spoil my game plan. I would be very angry in the first place, It would affect me. I don't know. Maybe you're a tougher person than me. I got no idea, but it would affect me. I'm not gonna lie. I would be furious at my coach if he did something like that. I would be like, why the heck did you do it? Why, man? Just tell me why. What happened? What happened with us? And that's the same with him. Cejudo has helped Figgy massively. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. That whole James Krause scandal. Krause may go to prison. Do you think he will go to prison or not? No, I'm just asking now. I know the American law is very, very, very strict and not tolerant towards guys like Krause, but he is going to be broke. He is going to go bankrupt for sure. But is he going to go to prison? I don't know, but I think accusations are very, very much serious, and he confessed that he was working for an offshore bookie. He confessed that, man. I mean, you were a rich boy from MMA, and it wasn't enough. You were greedy, man. You were so greedy. Why? Just tell me why. You had enough money for everything, man. I just don't get why people become so greedy at some point of their life. That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So he got caught rigging fights, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fight rigging, boy. And he was selling his picks. Imagine. Have you ever seen me selling my picks? No. Nor I will ever do that. Have you ever seen me making competitions? No, and that will never going to happen. Never ever. If I help somebody win money, I'm happy, man. If I don't, at least I tried. But to rig fights from fighters in his own gym betting on the other fighter. Absolutely, man. Darek Mina fight. Jeff Molina fight. These fights were rigged, man. I mean, you disrespect your own students. I mean, come on, man. You disrespect your own students. How can you do something like that? You're not a human then. I would never do it to my own student. It's like, I would rather shoot myself. You know, in Bulgaria we have honor. That rat got the UFC title with Moreno. Oh, man. Interim title is a title, man. I mean, let's be honest. Interim title is a title. Moreno got the belt. I mean, belt was on the line. Let's be honest. Belt was on the line. We can say whatever we want, but the belt was on the line. I know it kind of sucks, but that's how it was. Imagine that guy, James Krause, having a guy who fights for the title. It's like total disrespect of the sport. Yeah, it's like a total disrespect of the sport. Pavlovich versus Aspinall. Normally, I would pick Aspinall to win, but unfortunately, Aspinall suffered knee injury, and I don't know how the recovery process is gonna go. So I think Pavlovich gonna win. I think at this point of the career that I'm gonna go with Pavlovich, especially because his career is rising. Yes, I know, man. I don't know when will Aspinall get back. That injury was nasty. That was a horrible injury, man. That injury ruined Thiago Santos. Remember how deadly that guy used to be? I remember, but after that injury, he was not the same. He battered Jan, the only guy I saw do that, absolutely. I think Aspinall would ragdoll him. In a normal situation, I would pick Aspinall, but with blown knee, with injuries, I don't know. Let's see whether he recovers in the first place. We must see whether he's gonna recover in the first place. If he recovers, we can discuss further steps. But if he doesn't recover, then we can't discuss. What's your opinion on oblique kicks? I'm actually a big fan of oblique kicks. Unfortunately, my boy Modestas Bakauskas got knocked out with that kind of a kick, but I'm actually a fan of oblique kicks. Yes, extremely dangerous. I'm actually showing them to some people in my dojo. At the dojo where I train. Do you think they should be banned? No. Many people believe they should, but I think no, because that's a chance for a good kicker. Oblique kicks are actually a shot for a good kicker. If you really are a good kicker, then oblique kicks. Who's next great welterweight? Yeah, Rakic blew out of the knee, true. Hold on. Next great welterweight. I need to think. Welterweight is stacked with good names. Hold on a second. I need to see. Belal, Shavkat. Belal or Shavkat? We should get Yuri and Rakic for the belt, yes. Then Ankalaev, because he should have won that fight. Yeah, but Yuri and Rakic definitely deserve to fight for the belt because they were unlucky. I think Ian Gary could go far. Yes, yeah, that's a decent pick. Ian Gary could also go far. But Belal Muhammad or Shavkat Rakhmonov are my picks to go very, very far in that weight class. They are pretty much my picks to go very far at that weight class. I do believe he could go far. 14 more minutes I will go live, just to know. But every day I will try to stream. Whenever I have time, I will stream, just to tell you. I mean, every day, whenever I have time, I will try to stream. Today, believe it or not, I was working the whole day. I was working literally whole day today. I said a while ago, Rakic is the only guy I'd confidently pick to beat Ankalaev. I agree with you. I agree with you if that was a normal fight, you know. If that was a normal situation, but it hasn't been a normal situation, and that's a problem. Rinat Fakhretdinov will beat most of the division with his wrestling. Yeah, such a one-sided, one-dimensional fighter, and he's gonna piece them up. Ankalaev just has beach legs. He never conditions them. Man, Blaovic destroyed his legs. Blaovic destroyed his legs and even chopped him down on a few occasions. He made a really, really significant amount of damage. It was a horrible amount of damage he made. And at the end of the day, Blaovic was really, really dangerous in the stand-up. He must just never get hit there. Oh, true. Oh, true. He shouldn't. It looked like it never happened. Yeah, before that fight, that's true, man, but he really pissed him up. That's why he couldn't take anything. Man, I don't know. It was awesome. It was just an awesome piece of play, I got to say. I hate mosquitoes. But it really was awesome. I am about to read. We really enjoyed that fight. But I've never seen somebody destroying Ankalaev's legs that much. Research Invicta. I created predictions for Invicta. Yeah, you have it. Find it under my live videos. I have predictions for Invicta. You can take a look. If it's gonna help you, good luck, man. I did it. I'm gonna do it for Invicta. Are there any Invicta fights you're excited for? I am actually. I am very excited for the fight of Marisa Messer-Belenkia. I am very excited for that fight. I am very excited for the fight between Talita Bernardo and Tanisha Tennant. And I am extremely excited for the fight between Olga Rubin and Serena de Jesus, because I think this is a lifetime opportunity for Serena de Jesus. So those three fights. I don't think I'm gonna cover Invicta because it's very, very late, but Tennant looks massive. Yeah, she looks very, very massive. I think Invicta starts very late. I'm gonna see it when it starts. I think if it's very late, schedule. Oh man. Oh, it's so late. Oh man, so late. No way. Not covering. Never mind. We're gonna hang around for UFC and Ares. I can't do it anymore because of my health. I mustn't go live. I mustn't go in the middle of the night that much. I would, gladly I would, but I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Centurion FC. Centurion FC is at the same day as Ares. And I only have Ares. I mean, I'm not going to be at my dad. I have Ares at UFC on Fight Pass. But my dad has the Centurion. Yes, Centurion is in Serbia. That's true. I'm going to tell you for Centurion who are my picks. Listen, I am telling you one thing. I know this guy in person. I know this guy in person. I know that guy in person. I even have him on Instagram. We even write on Instagram. He is not training at my dojo. He is training at rival dojo, but we write on Instagram. I very, very much know that guy. I know what he does, how he looks. He has a horrible score, but he was fighting everybody. So I'm confident in Alexander Yankovic to win. Yes, I am. These two bets, I'm pretty much confident. Alexander Yankovic to win and Dogin Živanovic to lose. Yes, Alexander Yankovic is a top-notch striker. His ground game is so-so, but his striking game is brutal. And he is lefty, just like me. That guy, Ogin Živanovic, is overrated. Believe me, he is extremely overrated. People think that his fan base is a special story. They think he is God. I actually researched the Yankovic fight. He is better than his record suggests. His record is trash, and I'm going to tell you why. He was fighting everybody, literally everybody. 13-12 or 12-12, something like that. That guy was literally fighting everybody. And when I say everybody, I literally mean everybody. He has never chosen the opponent. He was like, you want to fight? Let's fight. You want to fight? Let's fight. But when we discussed, I asked him, can you tell me why were you doing that? And he said, well, I didn't have much of a choice. He said, I have never been fishing for UFC, Bellator, or that kind of the promotion. I just wanted to fight and get money. These are his words. I'm just marking his words. I just wanted to fight and have money. That was my goal. So that guy and Medvedovsky is at the sunrise. Medvedovsky is at the sunset, you know. This is the end of his career. He got destroyed by Vaso Bakočević. So what else can we discuss about that? If Yankovic loses, that's going to be a massive, massive surprise. I'm just telling that I know the guy in person and I'm quoting his words. And that guy actually follows me. I think Jovan Kandic will lose too. Agree? Yeah, that's why his record is fucked up, because he has never declined the fight. And on many occasions they told him you don't have to accept. He's like, no, 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 no. I will accept if I lose, no problem. And that's why he has shitty record, and his record is just a piece of paper. Just like my teammate Denis Jurakic, he has a record of 2-2. He was robbed against Samuel Bark. He was robbed against Nate Sprelochnik. He lost 2 decisions, and he was heavily robbed in both cases. And people are saying, ha ha, this guy has a score 2-2. Look at this guy, he knows nothing. And now he is set to fight at Brave CF against the guy from Saudi Arabia. That guy doesn't know what's going to happen to him. Believe me, Rakic is in the best shape of his life. That guy doesn't know what's going to happen. Medvedovsky looks out of shape these days. Very much out of shape, and Jankovic is better and stronger. But Jankovic is not the best guy on the ground. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not downgrading his ground game. I'm just quoting his words. His left hand is brutal, especially left hook. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he sucks on the ground, but he is predominantly a striker. What about Khairovic Carvalho? That's a 50-50 fight to me. Khairovic is not bad at all. I would pick Carvalho, but that's a 50-50 fight for me. Also, I think Nenkovic is heavily underrated. That guy is a killer. And his record, he was competing in amateur circuit for a very long period of time. So I think actually, I'm not going to say safe. I don't know much about the other guy, but Misha Nenkovic is very good. Hello, Stricklandsburner. How are you doing, man? Let me see what else I've got on Centurion. Other fights. This guy, Suprovici to win, probably. Vukovic is overrated. Let me see what else. But I wouldn't bet on that. Aiden Lee, Eder Gama. I don't know much about Eder Gama. Hamza Hamri, Nikolai Grozdev. Oh, my boy, Nikolai Grozdev. My boy should win, Grozdev. My boy from Bulgaria. Yeah, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, but he is Bulgarian by ethnicity. I love that guy. He was born in Moldova, but the guy is Bulgarian by ethnicity. You got Figgy. If I must pick a side, I got Figgy, yes. But I'm gonna say fight starts round 4. But if I must pick a side, yes, I got Figgy if I must pick a side. Thinking about it hard, think with me. Figgy will definitely be in. Morono had bad. I mean, he already is. We've seen this when they faced off. He made Morono look like a wimp, but he'll finally get booed. Yeah. Oh, hello, you lad. How are you doing, my boy? How are you doing, man? Yeah, I agree with you, Stricklandsburner. Mighty Mouse or Moraes in trilogy. I think I'm gonna favor Moraes because this is 1FC. Bud, which would be a first, and remember last presser he was crying and interrupting Figgy. But it's in Brazil. Yes, it's in Brazil, and we were having James Krause betting scandal. How are you? I'm awesome, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Grounded knees are crazy in one. Man, this is 1FC. If you ask me in the UFC rules, I would pick Demetrius, but knees are legal. I love one too, but my favorite one is Rising. You know, rising. I love rising, man. Soccer kicks. Soccer kicks and foot stomps. I love it. Yeah, very violent, extremely violent. One of the most violent promotions ever. That's how it should be. Yeah, I agree. Maybe they should allow grounded knees in UFC, but they are not gonna allow it, my friend. They are not gonna allow it, and that scares the shit out of me. They are not gonna allow it because they want to protect wrestlers. Why protect guys like Aljo? That's why Aljo can go on a knee. Absolutely, man. Not just like Aljo, like Chimaev, like Rinat Fakhretdinov. Why would you protect them? Allow legalized knees to the head. Why to protect a guy from side control? The 12 to 6 elbow rule is the dumbest in the sport. Yes, like Usman, true. That is the dumbest rule, like you mustn't do this. Yeah, rising is true violence. But I mean, you mustn't do this. 12 to 6. You are not allowed to do this. I mean, come on. Okay, not to the back of the head, okay, prevent it. But like, no 12 to 6. No 12 to 6. It's like, it's insanity. It's insanity, yeah. A total insanity. Like 12 to 6 is the worst rule the world has ever seen. Yeah, rising is the true violence. 12 to 6 elbow is illegal, but you can throw a spinning heel kick to someone's temple. Yeah, and spinning heel kick is making more damage. I mean, that makes no sense. Spinning heel kick makes way more damage. Makes no sense to me at all. What kind of rule is that? Not only a spinning heel kick, a tornado kick, or a spinning back kick to the head, or spinning back elbow is way more dangerous than 12 to 6. But people are like, I don't know. I don't get people. I don't get those prohibitions, those different rule sets. Makes no sense to me, all those rules. They're pretty much different, unique, strange. The weirdest rules I've ever seen. I've seen weird rules, but these are the weirdest rule sets someone has ever seen. Does it make sense? Like, I mean, to prohibit 12 to 6 elbow? No, never, never, never ever. It's insanity. Total, horrible insanity. It's a total insanity, I assume. Alright, guys. Now I have to work tomorrow. Been working whole day today. So we're gonna catch you tomorrow. I will stream later. Also later when I come with the training session. And that's it for today. Thanks so much to everyone. I will finalize my predictions for tomorrow. I also do KSW predictions. Yeah, see you later. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm also gonna see what I missed. And when I get back of the training tomorrow, I will stream. That's probably gonna be a bit later European time. So have a great day, everyone. Catch ya.